No dia 20 de agosto de 2019, o mundo voltou seus olhos para a cidade do Rio de Janeiro, onde assistiram a um sequestro de um ônibus. A situação foi extremamente tensa naquele dia, afinal já tínhamos passado por um caso parecido anos atrás. O sequestro ao ônibus 174 que infelizmente não teve um bom desfecho. O caso 174 repercutiu negativamente no mundo inteiro no ano 2000. E 19 anos depois, uma história parecida acontecia. Mas graças à habilidade de um bravo soldado de elite, dessa vez a história teve um final diferente.
A dramatic 4-hour standoff today in Rio de Janeiro, where an armed man hijacked a bus, taking 37 people hostage. Brazilian security forces, including hostage negotiators, responded, surrounding the bus that was stopped on a normally busy bridge during the morning rush. The hijacker spilled fuel and threatened to set the bus on fire, according to those on board. At one point, 6 of those being held were freed. The tense situation ending with no hostages being hurt after a police sniper shot the armed man dead. The crowd cheering after shots were fired.
Essa solução que
The local governor, who arrived on the scene by helicopter, says this was not the best outcome. Ideally, he explains, we wanted everyone, including the suspect, to come out alive. But the decision to save the hostages, the top priority, was made. The governor praising the tactical operation carried out by military police. One of the hostages telling Brazil's Globo News the armed man never explained why he hijacked the bus. And reaction coming from Brazil's president, tweeting in part today, no family member of an innocent person will be in tears.
Continue to follow breaking news as well out of Brazil this morning. We've just learned a hijacking standoff has appeared to be ended here. This is according to CNN. Police shot a suspect who they say was holding dozens of people hostage there on a public bus in Rio de Janeiro. But it's now over, apparently. He was threatening to set that vehicle on fire. The standoff started earlier this morning, and at least 37 people were being held hostage on that busy bridge. Right now, again, it appears all of the hostages appear to be physically okay.
Well, a man who took 37 people hostage on a public bus in Brazil has been killed by police. That's according to local media reports. Authorities in Rio de Janeiro say an armed man attacked the vehicle at about 5:30 this morning on a busy bridge. He allegedly poured out gasoline and threatened to set it on fire. For more on this now, Natalia Passarinho from the BBC joins us now on the phone from London. So this really all unfolded in the past few hours, Natalia. What's the latest? What are we hearing about what happened?
Exactly. Good morning, Anne-Marie. So the man's body continues at the scene. The police is still there, and the hostages were released. So what we know is that gunshots were heard at around 9 a.m. local time, and a man that was near the door fell out of the bus. Soon later, the police confirmed that a sniper had shot the kidnapper. The policeman in charge of this operation said that they had intended to negotiate with the man in order to preserve all lives, but he said that they had been through. There were around 30 people inside the bus. 6 of them were released by the kidnapper during the negotiations with the police. There were 4 women and 2 men. One of them was the bus driver. One of these passengers fainted after being released, and he was also taken to the hospital. But the information we have so far is that there were no serious injuries.
And then what about the suspect here? Do we know anything about his identity, anything about his mental state?
The police has not yet revealed the identity of the kidnapper. Some people said that he was disorientated, he didn't seem well, he didn't seem in control of himself. The man initially identified himself as a policeman, but the police denied this information. So just to recall how this entire kidnapping happened very quick, the man forced the bus driver to stop the bus at around 5:30 a.m. local time. He was apparently armed with a gun and a gallon with gasoline. Now the police confirmed that it was a toy gun. It was not a real gun. But during the negotiation with the police, the man threatened to set fire on the bus several times. And what we have so far is that the police is in contact with the family of the man. That was said by the governor of Rio de Janeiro, but they have not revealed the identity or the motivations this man had to kidnap the bus.
Well, it's good to know that at least none of the people being held hostage were injured significantly. Natalia Passerino, thank you so much for letting us know what's going on.
Thank you.